Straight ahead on SGTV's CitySpan, public safety in the spotlight. The city quickly moved into action as Hurricane Dorian churned up the East Coast. Evacuations and an emergency shelter highlighted the planning, participation, and professionalism from city staff and public safety workers. The new Central Police Precinct is open for business, a major SPLOST project complete, all in the interest of public safety, the city's top priority in Savannah Forward. Phase 2 of streetscape improvements on Waters Avenue is complete. Economic revitalization already taking shape on one of Savannah's east side corridors. Slow it down! That's the message for drivers on Drayton and Whitaker streets. Speed limit changes and radar signs in place, contributing toward pedestrian safety. From a new park underway on Savannah's south side to our continuing to connect the dots, CitySpan has you covered. And that's not just a proposal, it's a promise for all your news and information in one place. It's next on SGTV. Hey folks, welcome to CitySpan. We're glad you decided to join us for all the big news and features in and about the city of Savannah. I'm your host, Ken Slatz. Our city was fortunate to escape the direct hit of Hurricane Dorian. In fact, with maximum wind gusts of less than 50 miles an hour, we nearly escaped the storm in its entirety. There was some minor damage. This tree fell on the end of Colonial Park Cemetery, taking out a portion of the iron fence. Crews from the Forestry Department of our Greenscapes Division responding quickly after Dorian headed north. They were able to respond to dozens of calls, 27 limbs down, 7 broken or hanging limbs, and 1 full tree down. After 24 hours, they received 57 response calls. In fact, a crew also helped take a tree off a home on West 50th Street. Hats off to our crew in the Greenscapes Division for helping clean up our city very quickly after the storm. While city staff and SEMA work year-round with plans, the real action takes place days before. That's when the plan to evacuate kicked in, and the city took a major role in leading that process at Savannah's Civic Center.
We're baggage handlers to help load luggage onto the buses, and also we are serving as bus provisioners, communicating with the bus drivers, getting their contact numbers and making sure that all the information is in order before the buses pull out.
My department, Human Services, we are part of the courtesy crew. We are assisting individuals with their luggage, providing them with directions, and ensuring that they're able to get onto the appropriate buses.
City staff helping more than 1,000 citizens evacuate Savannah ahead of Hurricane Dorian, all part of the city's top priority, public safety.
This here is an example of being safe. You know, we've got an organized process here that takes care of our citizens. Those that are less fortunate, those that don't have an opportunity. This gives them an opportunity to get out of town and feel safe.
The City of Savannah is partnering with the Savannah Chatham Emergency Management Agency to ensure that our citizens are evacuated over to Augusta safely and as courteously as possible. I
don't want anybody left behind. I don't want anybody that doesn't have an opportunity to appreciate what we do here in the city of Savannah about taking care of folks.
As we were preparing for today, part of the training talked about the reward that you get for doing this is going to be the biggest benefit that the employees will see, and I can see that already. Just assisting people, trying to answer their questions as they are preparing to leave.
It's very humbling to see so many of our residents that are in need, but it's assuring to know that the city and its partners are coming together to make certain that everyone is treated with dignity and that they're getting the services that they need in order to evacuate the city.
A little later in the show, we'll check out how city staff acted quickly and set up a last resort shelter for those citizens who weren't able to evacuate. On to some other news, a story regarding your SPLOST dollars at work. This council's top priority is public safety. So blend the SPLOST and safety, and now we have a brand new $8.4 million police precinct.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
A celebration over on MLK Boulevard as the City of Savannah and the Savannah Police Department cut the ribbon on the new Central Precinct. It's the first new police precinct built since the 1800s.
This building is a SPLOST 5 project. It's an $8 million, 13,000 square foot facility that features an expanded patrol briefing area, locker rooms, report writing area, supervisor offices, a break room, interview rooms, and a community room.
This is a major facility, a fine facility that we've got here, one that we can all be proud of, one that we can all get around and unite around and say this is what we need in our entire community.
It's only a symbol of what we feel about public safety, and it's important that we treat the folks that work inside as well as we treat the building that resides outside. This is your facility, this is your place, and we're excited to dedicate it to you today.
Officials hope that in addition to improving public safety in the neighborhood, the building will also serve as a catalyst for improvements in the area.
Not only is this going to give us a real state-of-the-art, very modern policing complex and capabilities, but this serves an additional purpose being built in this neighborhood, built in on this land here, and that's to help with the continued redevelopment and revitalization of our Montgomery and MLK corridors.
The new Central Precinct is located at 1710 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Now, during the ribbon-cutting ceremony, Captain Tanya Reed was introduced as the new precinct commander.
I'm humbled and I'm blessed to be able to partake in such a significant event.
That's Assistant Police Chief Lenny Gunther right after his promotion to his new role with the Savannah Police Department.
It's going to be a challenging role, but I'm up for it. I'm looking forward to working with the community to address the issues and concerns that our citizens may have. My focus, being the Chief of Field Operations, is to continue the crime reduction initiatives of the Savannah Police Department and also to work with the community to address those initiatives.
Assistant Chief Gunther has nearly 2 decades with the Savannah Police Department. He's an Army vet with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and a master's degree in security management. He's served in several departments with SPD, including captain of the Southside Precinct.
My main focus is to really work with the community, to continue to bridge those gaps, to really enhance our relationships and address the issues that they have in our community.
And to be able to accept his promotion the same time 17 new officers were sworn in made it a little bit extra special.
When I saw the recruits and the new officers walk across the stage, it brought back memories, and it really just brought back the excitement that I felt. It's never left me, but I'm very proud of them and their accomplishments, and I can't wait to work with them.
Officer Ernesto Jimenez.
More from Savannah Police. While this young man was pinned, taking the badge for the first time as a Savannah policeman. He had quite a surprise for his girlfriend. You can guess what's to come. You may even shed a tear. That's coming up in a bit on City Span. It's the fine men and women of Savannah Fire Rescue who put our department in the top tier of firefighting organizations in the country. And recently, several of those were recognized for their service and leadership. SGTV was on hand for the event.
Firefighters, family, friends, and city officials gathered recently to honor those who helped make Savannah Fire Rescue a Class 1 organization.
In Savannah, we hire great people. We hire people that have a servant's heart and have taken their call and made their life to serve the community.
It was a celebration to recognize the promotion of the most promising firefighters.
You are a special breed of person to stick with the firefighting and continue in your public service. That's truly an honor, and that is an honor for our community.
To recognize the immense dedication of recent retirees.
Master Firefighter Linton retired in June of this year. He did 33 years with his fire department. I stand up here and tell you, working 33 years in the fire department anywhere is not an easy thing to do.
And to honor those who've gone above and beyond.
It's my pleasure to award Master Firefighter Brian Bellato of Truck 5A Shift with the Firefighter Commendation Award for outstanding service to his company, his battalion, and the citizens of Savannah.
Retirees Captain Tonya Vance, the first female in department history to earn the rank of captain, Master Firefighter Jean Linton, and Master Firefighter Fillmore White were recognized for their combined 86 years of service with Savannah Fire Rescue. Awards were also presented for the fittest company, the most improved company, the fittest firefighter, and the fittest senior firefighter. 2 firefighters were promoted to the rank of battalion chief, 9 to the rank of captain, and 11 to the rank of master firefighter. Each received helmets and colors signifying their new rank.
Use it, be proud of it, and thank you for serving the Savannah Fire Department. Thank y'all.
Congratulations to those recognized, and a special thanks to all the men and women of Savannah Fire Rescue who serve the community with the utmost level of professionalism and efficiency. Reporting for CitySpan, I'm Carol Miller.
You can watch the entire ceremony on our YouTube page. That's youtube.com/City of Savannah.
Well, here at Station 7, we've had some remodels.
That's Captain Scotty Miller taking us on a tour of Station 7 on Salamu Drive.
We've got new floors. Excuse me. They've put up some some cabinets for us. You can see that they've repainted, and all the lights that are around the whole station is LED lighting.
And one thing about a fire station is that it is a home. It's a public building as well. It's here to serve the men and women, the firefighters that respond to this district, that respond to the community, and spend a third of their life here.
I think this was a long time coming. I'm hopeful we'll continue to move and try to fix up these stations for you, because you need a decent place to work, and we recognize that.
It's a $98,000 project funded by SPLOST and the general fund.
One of our biggest renovations was in the kitchen. They've actually upgraded all of our cabinetry. They put in stainless steel appliances, stainless steel cabinets.
The investment overall with the city and the investment into these facilities with our personnel living here, it's a great infrastructure investment, great human investment, and it all comes out to providing that public safety response.
It boosts morale. It makes you feel good, especially like at times we have our families that come by and visit us. So when they come by, they see the change in the station. It just makes the atmosphere for the firefighters. It makes it a whole lot better.
Station 13 will be the next station that will have a significant remodel to it. So this is the first station in a line of many things that will be coming up.
Station 13 is on McKenna Drive, out by the Savannah Airport. And well-deserved renovations for our local firefighters. Also, congrats to all the promotees over at Savannah Fire. Time for break. Still to come, Waters Avenue and Atwood Park, 2 areas experiencing growth. One just getting started, one finishing up. Plus, Matthew's back with another truly dirty city job. But straight ahead, we'll slowly slide into the next story. To be sure not to speed, it's next on CitySpan.
This the city that I love, let's try to keep it up. It's where we party every day, so through the week is up. And everybody having fun, nobody deep as us. We got our own style, but we just gotta clean it up. I love my home, down by the water. I told her that I'm a southern girl from down by the border, and ain't nothing changed about me. That's how Savannah raised me, history in the making. Everybody love me, it's amazing. This where we live. How about we take some pride in it, thrive in it. I'ma pull up and take a ride in it. And it's so easy to go put it in a basket. This is my home, don't trash it.
When you dial 911 for a structure fire here in Savannah, you will get at least 25 firefighters on your scene.
It's a lot more than just putting out the fire and then going back to our station. We will stay there to make sure that the citizens are taken care of.
Because we keep such a high level of training, the ability to adjust from one situation to another is extremely simple for us.
Savannah Fire is an internationally accredited agency and is an ISO Class 1 department. Only 2% of all fire departments have achieved this prestigious level. Think you have what it takes to be one of the elite? For more information, savannahfire.org.
2 words: strict enforcement.
That's Police Chief Roy Minter sending out a warning to speeders on Whitaker and Drayton streets. The city unveiled new driver feedback radar signs. Now, if you are over the limit by a few, it'll flash your speed. If it's more than 5 miles per hour over the limit, it'll simply flash slow down. With the unveiling of the 4 new radar signs, the city also announced the speed limit changes, dropping 5 miles per hour from Liberty Street all the way to Victory Drive. Public safety for our drivers and our pedestrians is a top priority.
The sidewalks are narrow and we need to make sure our people feel safe. So I'm excited about the fact that we're going to try to gear them down just a notch or 2.
Plan at this point is to try to manage the speed and pedestrian safety issues through some incremental approaches, and this is the first step.
We will be out in this area, we will be visible, and we will be strictly enforcing the speed limit. You'll see a motorcycle right behind me in a couple of weeks. That's not the vehicle you want to see behind you with the lights flashing.
Beyond this, and having reduced the speed limits, our next step is along on either side of the park. We're going to create some controls for managing lane changes at the intersections where it's very dangerous for pedestrians that might be crossing the street.
So there you have it, changes for the better on Drayton and Whitaker. Welcome back to City Span. Waters Avenue was once a hub for small businesses, a go-to area for local residents. But that was years ago. Since then, it's sort of dried up. Until now, the corridor is on a comeback, and the streetscape improvements are complementing the cause.
This is still, even though the street itself is a business corridor, it is a residential area. There are 4 neighborhood associations that touch this street between Wheaton and Victory Drive.
That's the East Side neighborhood to the northwest of Waters Avenue, across from Benjamin Van Clark neighborhood. To the south is the Live Oak neighborhood, and just to the west, Baldwin Park.
The minute you get a few feet away from this street, you're in residential areas. So this is really not only great for what might be happening economically along this corridor, but a real boost to the residential character, or to a boost to the support of the residential aspects of this neighborhood as well. So we're really excited about that.
There's a big opportunity for people, small businesses that want to develop in Savannah. This is a great corridor to move to be a part of this community and to develop in this community.
Phase 2 of the Waters Avenue project added ADA-compliant crosswalks, sidewalks, landscaping, and lighting from Wheaton Street south to Anderson.
Great to see the community and the avenue in particular further developed. I see this as a prime location for an arts community, which anybody who's talked to me knows. So I would like to put a shout out to all creative people. Consider Waters Avenue.
We have done the groundwork here. We have got tax opportunities for those folks that want to hire people and work here. So look, come down here, ride down through here. This is a great community, a great area, part of Savannah, and we want to bring this back to life.
All right, 1, 2, 3. That's the groundbreaking for the first ever park in the Paradise Park Oakhurst neighborhood on Savannah's south side. It's called Atwood Park, located at the corner of Atwood and Chatham Street. The new park will occupy a FEMA lot, a designation that brought its own set of challenges.
You have no idea how hard it was to get a park put on an empty lot. We tried to put a basketball court on here, and the state did not want concrete on here because it's a FEMA lot, so we had to come up with more money to put a pervious basketball court on here.
We're going to have playground equipment in here, and long term we hope to have a walking path in here and maybe a cute little bridge over the river.
This is a SPLOST project, Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax. That penny on each dollar that you pay goes for projects like this. If we didn't have SPLOST, we wouldn't be able to do these kind of projects.
I'm looking forward to having us a great park here based on the work of you and Julian. I think we're going to have a wonderful place, and we need to make this one of many as we go forward, if you can find the areas for them.
$255,000 from SPLOST 6 funds have been allocated for the development of Atwood Park. Construction should be completed later this year. We already showed you the importance of the Civic Center as a central point for the evacuation process for Hurricane Dorian. But once that process was complete and Dorian drew near, the city used the facility to provide citizens who couldn't quite make it out of town with a last resort shelter.
But number one, you bought me a blanket, sir.
Arthur needed a place to stay, a safe place. So he joined around 70 others for a stay at this nearly 50-year-old building.
The food was excellent. It's clean. The people are friendly. The officers, excellent.
Everything so far tonight has been real good.
And what does all of that entail?
The food that they give you, the way they treat you, the way they talk to you, and the way they act, everything's great.
Blankets, personal hygienes and clothing. Yeah, like a rose. It was good, very good, and it's hard. I appreciate them so much, everyone, the officer, everybody.
The reality is not everyone's going to leave, and particularly those who are the most vulnerable in our population. Sometimes they don't have a good shelter to go to and to weather out the storm. That's what this place is for those who really don't have any other place to go, who missed or maybe didn't heed and then regretted not heeding the evacuation orders.
The city is a good place to help people. This place right here, every time there's a storm or anything, when it does, everybody, any type of disaster, you come here and they help people.
The reason why we have this shelter is because the city of Savannah cares about its citizens. That's why we exist, is to serve our citizens no matter who they are.
Great example of city staff coming together to help others. We are not quite done yet. Straight ahead, we'll connect the dots. Our continuing pursuit to eliminate poverty. Plus, a special moment for one newly sworn-in policeman. And he's back. Matthew Wirth getting down and dirty in our latest Dirty City Jobs. Don't go away. We'll be right back on City Span.
When debris clogs our storm drains, your area can flood. You can help stop it. It may seem obvious, but please don't put debris down the storm drains. This includes lawn clippings, leaves, litter, and you. Yeah, you, with the construction debris. What do you think will happen when that hardens? You've sealed your storm drain shut. Be smart and keep your property from flooding. Only rain down the drain. Your storm drain is not a trash can. Thanks.
Most of us have done it.
Dropped a bag,
a cup,
a butt. Sometimes by accident, sometimes you think it's no big deal.
but it adds up fast.
It gets pretty nasty.
Sure, someone else might pick it up.
Or you could be in for a surprise. A ticket.
A fine.
Or community service.
Seriously? That is embarrassing.
Consider this a heads up.
Find a trash can.
After all, we live in one of America's most beautiful cities.
A city I'm proud to call home.
This is my home.
My home.
My home.
Savannah is our home.
Don't trash it.
Welcome back to City Span. Time to check in on some of the roles city workers take on. Ones you may not be aware of. To the city landfill, where most of our garbage goes. We'll find out a crucial role staff plays in covering it up. Of course, it's our Matthew Wirth we sent for another Dirty City Jobs.
Hello Savannah, this is Matthew Wirth and welcome to another episode of Dirty City Jobs. I'm here with Mason, our landfill crew chief, and we're going to be doing something called hydro seeding today. Mason, tell us a little bit about what hydro seeding is.
Hydro seeding is where we have an 800-gallon tank. This is the magic mix that goes into our hydro seeder. What we have to do is every time we leave an area within 30 days, we have to have it grassed. garbage after they make their routes in the afternoons, they'll come here to our landfill, they'll back up to the working face, dump their loads, then once it's compacted, cover it all up. And then once that's done, within the next couple of weeks, we'll come along and we'll hydro-seed that area.
So we got all the seed.
So you got all the seed.
We got a big fire hose here.
Yes, that's gonna be your water hookup. Charlie, we set the fire up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fire it up.
Just an insane mixture of seed, green, almost paper mache stuff, and water. And when that's all mixed together, it just makes a nice, good layer to just coat the dirt perfectly.
Nice and easy, Charlie. There's been a lot of waste that's been put in this one spot, but we still have roughly about 2.5 years of capacity left at this landfill here that we're in now, before we move into the new cell, which will be the western expansion.
Hey, thanks so much for having us out today.
It's a pleasure to have you out with us today.
And we learned a lot about what it takes to run a landfill, what we're doing in the future, and how we build a mountain from garbage.
Fantastic.
And all starts with a seed. This is Matthew Wirth from Dirty City Jobs.
And thank you very much, Matthew. Another great job. Well done, sir. The City of Savannah continues to connect the dots. That's the theme for bringing nonprofit organizations and those who need the service together. The latest event focused on the faith-based community. City staff and Alderwoman Dr. Estella Shabazz provided the leadership for the gathering.
It is evident that the houses of worship are usually the first place that people come to who are in need of support. Therefore, this year's focus is on connecting the faith community, a valuable resource which represents hope and love in action.
The goal of the faith-based event, which is all part of the major project Connecting the Dots, was to educate and inspire. And finally, we will head out of here on a very high note. The same afternoon, we welcomed a brand new Savannah police officer to the department. We also witnessed a heartfelt family moment. That's Officer Ernesto Jimenez pulling out the diamond move. Jimenez proposing to his girlfriend, Catherine Bordeaux. They have both recently moved to the area, but after saying yes, the engaged couple is ready to be part of SPD and the Savannah community.
We were friends at first, and then I just had to pick her.
Very proud of him, to watch him grow. Even before that, he was already growing, and he stuck through it, even though it was hard. And also the change in schedules, because I work nights, so it was hard because it was Monday through Friday. But we pulled through, and I'm very proud of him.
Congrats to the future Mr. and Mrs. Jimenez, and welcome to the Savannah PD family. That's going to do it for SGTV's City Span. Be sure to catch us online, savannahga.gov, for all your news and information in and about the city of Savannah. We're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm Ken Slatz. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for making Savannah your home.